My audio wasn't on. Sorry about that. Hey guys, it's Antoine from Computer Pile coming to you again with an author spotlight. And we are excited tonight to have a interesting. I've been waiting for this interview. An interesting author. My sister Hope actually gave me her name, and we're going to bring her onto the stream. I haven't had a chance to talk to her. She had some technical difficulty, but we're jumping right into it. But we're going to have fun tonight. I am going to bring her to the stream right now. There she is. Hello there.
Hello, how you doing?
Doing good, and you is so happy to meet you. I tell you. Now, how do you pronounce your name again?
Quineshia.
Quineshia.
People just call me Q.
Q and or Hollywood. Well, it is. Thank you for willing to do this interview. I was so happy that you had a book on Amazon. Yeah. And I got to tell you, every time I interview someone, I do some research. I've been researching you, and I found some good stuff out about you. I wanted to read that real quick. I just wanted to read this quick introduction about the author. Okay. It says, Quineshia Leonard is a single mother of two beautiful children. She started her football career at the age of 27 and has taken the women's football world by storm. Quineshia graduated from Norfolk State University and received a bachelor degree in exercise science. Quineshia strives to make a difference in the lives of girls and women across the world by continuing to push the boundaries. She is also a recent owner of the first all-female youth football organization, the 757 Galaxy. All right, man. So did I get that right?
Yep, that was all of it in a nutshell.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience and just tell us about who you are.
All right. So, like you said, my name is Quineshia Leonard. I go by Hollywood in the football world, but just Q to everybody else. I am now 29, about to be 30. And I just finished. Last year was actually my first year playing organized football. I started practicing and training for football when I was 27. Okay. Last year was one of the craziest years of my life athletically and just period. Like I said, it was my first year playing organized football in the WNFC, which is the Women's National Football Conference. I was awarded Trench Player of the Year last year. And then I also was picked to play on the USA national team. And we went over to Finland and won the gold medal there. Wow. So that was a incredible year for me.
Right.
I do have two children, a boy and a girl. Kari is my son. He'll be 8 on Thursday. And Cairo is my daughter. She'll be 6 in August. And that's pretty much me for the most part.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm from the area. You know, my sister Hope, Norfolk State. Go Norfolk State. I mean, that. So y'all actually flew across to Finland. Where did y'all go to play the game?
We were in it was close to Helsinki. Let me say that. I know Helsinki, but we were in Finland for 2 weeks, and we played against 7 other countries. If I'm not mistaken, it was 7. It might have been 7, including us. But
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is. Now you said you started at 27. So doing my research, you actually was a basketball player. So how did you get to football?
So I played basketball literally my whole life, and I was able to get a scholarship to Norfolk State to play full ride. My senior year in college, I had my son, and I stopped playing sports. After I had my son and then I had my daughter, I gained a lot of weight and just really not feeling good about myself, knowing that I'm an athlete for one, and here I am not doing anything. So when COVID hit, I decided not to just sit here and wallow in my depression of gaining weight and everything like that. I decided to lose weight. And then once I lost the weight, I wanted to stay in shape. So I found football. Okay. And I started off with playing flag. And then that's when I was told that women's tackle was going to start paying players to play and everything. And I'm like, okay, well, if they paying, then I'm playing.
That's right.
Unfortunately, that was not true.
Right. Okay.
Pay to play. But by the time I realized that it wasn't true and the league that everyone was saying was going to pay people wasn't doing what they said they were going to do, I had fell in love with football.
Right.
So I found the WNFC, and from there it's been history.
Wow, and like you said, because I mean, I guess there's not girl football in high school, or
Yeah.
is it in college? Girl football in college?
They're starting to have flag football in college, and they do have flag football in high school. Not in this area, but
Hmm.
like down in Florida and places like that, they do have a big girls flag football, but they don't have tackle.
Okay, they don't have tackle. Whoa, I tell you, man, I remember growing up. I played football. I went out for the Norcom high JV team, and man, they hit me one time. I didn't go back the next day.
Yeah, I play defense, so I don't get hit. I do the hitting.
Yeah, I know. I was watching one of your interviews, and that was really good. You said you like to get to that quarterback and get to that running back. Yeah, I got to agree with you. Always was an offensive player, but I got to tell you, hitting somebody does have a special meaning.
I couldn't imagine being a running back or quarterback or anything like.
No. So basically, this book we brought you on because of the book that you wrote, and it really outlines about your journey into. So tell us a little bit what inspired you to make what inspired you to say, hey, I got to put this down in book form. What made you do that?
Actually, I met this woman while I was coaching Pop Warner. So last year, in addition to my first year playing organized football, was my first year being a coach for football as well.
Mm-hmm.
I started coaching youth football in Suffolk with the Nasman Suffolk Saints. Mm-hmm. And one of the parents, she saw me, and she was just so excited about seeing a women's coach. Mm-hmm. And she wanted to interview me about being a women's coach. And I got to tell her, like, oh, I also play, and this is what I'm doing. And then it was right before I had went to Finland for USA, and she was just so excited. So she got me a couple of interviews and got me into a news journal. And then once I got back from Finland, she messaged me like, hey, I want to tell your story. And I'm like, nobody wants to hear that. Like, what do you want to know for? Right. Like, let's write a book. And I'm like, okay, like this lady's just saying things like, all right, I'll go with it. And no, she was serious. She called me every week, interviewing me and helping me to put everything into the book. And then once she was done writing it, I took it back and I made sure that it was my story.
Right.
And then like once I got it back, I'm like, we really did this. Like it took a while for me to understand what we were doing, because I just didn't think it was serious. You know, I didn't think anybody would want to write a story about me, let alone read a story about me.
Right.
She was serious.
Right. Well, like I say, I was reading some of the reviews and how, like they say, it not only inspired girls, but also, boys as well. Mm-hmm. Growing up, saying, hey, you can, do what you want to do, because like I say, women, just don't think of women playing football, but you guys are doing it. Yeah. I mean, it's some serious stuff. I actually got a video I wanted to queue up. You were having some technical difficulties, me too, but while I try to queue that up, what derived you at the title of that book? Did you come up with it, or did the other person?
Actually, our publisher helped us come up with the actual title, because like I said, I didn't even think that this was going to really be a thing. Like, I was just like, this lady's crazy if she thinks that a story about me will do anything or go anywhere. But as soon as the lady who helped us publish it, she said the name of what she thought it should be, and I was like, I like that. Like it rings. It tells exactly what I feel like I am.
Right. So I mean, when you got your first copy of that book, how did you feel? Because I mean, that's a major accomplishment. When you get a book with that ISBN number, you're there for ever there.
Yeah. My biggest part, I think, was when I first got the picture of the cover. That's the part that really made my heart, seeing the picture of the cover. And actually, when the book first arrived, I wasn't here. I was on the road for a football game.
Okay.
As soon as I got the Amazon notification, I called my mom like, hey, Amazon said they dropped out the book. I need you to go open it up. On FaceTime, screaming like, oh my gosh, because I couldn't wait to hold it and just look at it and smell it, because I love books. I love reading and everything. So I was just like so excited about it's a book about me, you know?
Right. Right. So I wanted to play this video here. I don't know what I'm doing here, but let's try it here. We're going to play this video. And I wanted the
$1,000 back
people
on
to see
Samsung
this.
Galaxy S23 Ultra with qualifying trade-in and after 24 monthly bill credits.
The woman of this particular time is a woman who's going to fight for equality until she gets it. I'm a warrior. I'm willing to fight the fight. I got a whole army behind me. We're a dynasty. Dynasties stand together, no matter what.
What do you guys here for cheerleading or what's up? I'm like, well, we're gonna go pull our pads out of the car real quick and show you how to play some football.
Football's a great equalizer. It doesn't care who you are. Football just cares about what you can do.
Our whole mission is to help women and girls reach their full potential through the power of football.
We're here to remind every little girl that the next glass ceiling is ready to be shattered.
I just hope that the opportunities that she has are endless.
That's why we're in the fight.
Go.
I'm beyond limits. I'm beyond limits.
I am beyond limits because there is no ceiling. There is no limit to what we can do and how we can change the world.
All right. So that's a series. Have you ever seen that series?
Yeah, we were
okay
when that came out. Like we were on Facebook Watch Live, everything. We were so excited when that came out.
I mean, I think for the women movement, I think it's really good. Like I say, hey, you can do it. Now, let me ask you a question. Are there any modifications to the way you guys play it as opposed to the men?
Nope.
Nope. Really? Okay. Okay. No modifications. Just like what you see is what you get.
Same old thing. Our equipment is the same. We do have some women do have the pads that are built for women.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody has those, and I'm looking to maybe get those in the coming years. But yeah, everything's exactly the same. Rules, everything.
Now, is it ever televised anywhere, like on cable or anything like that?
Well, we have a streaming service that we go through now. It's called W Score. It was built strictly for the WNFC, women's football. I think that's the only streaming that we have thus far.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm just trying to imagine. Okay, we got some questions in Amazon. I'm just talking to you. I'm not even paying attention here. We got a couple of people here. I mean, there's a lot of. Hey, we got a new follower. Maya, thank you for following. This is how we celebrate our new followers here. Thank you for following us. We got a couple of comments. Tracy saying hello. Lady Shelf saying hello. I think that's my sister Hope. We got someone called Noodles saying sup, computer pile in Hollywood. And then Tracy said hi Q. Then we got Tanya Speller in here saying I'm in the book. Thanks for the acknowledgement. And then Maya says hello. Thank you, Maya, for joining us. Great comments, guys. Also, if you got any questions, actually, man, I got some questions popping up over here. I just need to start paying attention. Hey, we got my friend Will in the house. Hello there, Will. Thank you. He says hello, Hollywood. Man, this is an interesting thing here. I wanted to, since I got my technical difficulties work, I wanted to play this other video. And let me tell you, see if you remember this. All right, here we go. I'm going to play this video here. Let me hit this. And I got to, okay, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to come over here and here we go. All right.
Oh, yeah. We're round robin.
All right, here we go.
What you're pulling up.
The owner of the team that I was playing for locally called me and said that they were going to go pro. And we would have the opportunity to be paid as women athletes. And that has always been one of my goals, to be a professional women's athlete. So I had never put on pads before. I never even thought about playing tackle, but I said, why not? Like, I think I'm good enough to do it, and it's something that will be like I will be one of the first to be a part of this. So I really love hitting people. Like I really love getting through that line and trying to get to that quarterback or get to that running back. Like it does something amazing to me in order like to be able to make those plays. So defensive line was where it's at for me.
Look, like I told you, I was a let me see if I can stop that right there. Like I tell you, I'm an offensive guy, but man, after seeing that, I want to hit somebody.
It just does something, just being able to get through and like y'all tried to stop me on the line, but I got through anyway, and now I'm lifting up your whole play like that. That's just really, it makes you feel good.
My son played defensive line, and he absolutely loved it. He loved getting to that quarterback, tackling. So man, I tell you, I played quarterback. That was my position. So I want to stay away from you.
You're like us.
Now, so this has got to be like, what are the I guess, how did your family receive this? Because I'm sure you had to have a ton of support. So tell me about your support system and how that works.
Well, honestly, when I first started, sorry, my dad is trying to get into my door.
All right, you need to stop. You can take a break. I can do a quick commercial. I got a quick commercial here. Let me do this. You go ahead and take care of that. I wanted to play something here. So we'll be right back. Go right ahead.
Simply the best, better than all the rest. Computer Pal.
All right, we are back. That was my little commercial. Did you guys like that jingle? Let me know if you like that jingle. So, yeah, we were talking about your support system because I know being a lady, you guys handle so much, with the family structure. You're important. Because I can see a man being gone, but your mom, the caregiver, how does that work?
It was tough last year. My first year actually was funny. I said in my book too, my parents did not support my football career.
Okay.
They thought I had lost my mind. I had stopped going to school. I was in school to be a doctor of physical therapy. And I stopped going to school during COVID because of the stress of having a family and trying to go to school online. And then once I found football, I decided not to go back. And they thought I was losing my mind. But I told them, I knew that this was something for me, and this was something that would change my life.
Right.
And I mean, I was hoping I really, really hope that this is what I feel that it's going to be. And it has been so far. So I'm glad that I decided to keep pushing because my parents are my biggest support system.
That's right.
But I had to show and prove before anything else. So that was that. But now my support system is huge.
Good.
Parents, my kids, they love seeing me on the field. They love to be able to travel with me when they can. They love to tell people that my mommy is a football player. And their father is very, very helpful in making sure that when I am away, they don't feel the strain of me not being there.
Right.
My siblings are very supportive in making sure that the kids are good while I'm away and everything.
Right.
So my family is huge in making sure that I'm able to do the things that I need to do.
Well, that's good. I mean, I knew it had to be like that because such a crucial position in the family. That support system. When they say it takes a village, that ain't no joke. It does take a village to pull everything off. Well, you know what? I mean, not too many people can say, "Hey, I got a gold medal." I mean, that's awesome. I mean, I tell you, I can just imagine that. I mean, I can just think about the trip and like I say, all the stuff that you went through. I bet you were on that field some hot days and like saying, "Hey, what am I doing out here?" When
I was in Finland, I literally had a moment where I just broke down, and my trainer had to come and get me back together, because I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I here? Like, why am I not with my kids? Because I had to be gone for 3 weeks during that time, and it was just like, am I crazy? Like, did I lose my mind? Like, I just had to keep pushing through.
Wow. Well, and like I said, you started at you said 26 or 27.
27. Mm-hmm.
So how did you learn the game? Because football is pretty complicated, especially with defense, understanding schemes and reading what the offense. How did you learn all of that?
So I'm a little smart. I like to.
Okay.
I catch on to things pretty quickly. I'm still learning a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some great trainers. So when I first started out, I was at Elite Training here in Newport News, and they were helping me. We were watching a lot of YouTube videos.
Okay.
Aaron Donald. I studied Aaron Donald really hard. And then I had the opportunity to go to Las Vegas to go and train with 5-Star Lineman Academy. And that's where my football knowledge really went through the roof, because he really sat down. He had me in the classroom teaching me how to read offenses before the snap, and how to and then he had me in the gym learning the moves of how to through the offensive line and everything, how to understand if the offensive line is moving like this is what the play most likely is. Like, he really broke a lot of things down for me there. So but like I said, I'm still learning, still have so much stuff to learn about football and being a defense.
Well, there's a question on Facebook. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
It says he says, do you ever envision that women football players will be paid? I thought they are being paid, right?
No, we're not being paid right now.
Oh, okay.
Not being paid like as far as the salary. We do, like, if you get player of the week for the league or something like that, you do get like a little stipend. But as of right now, the WNFC has a projection that we will be paid by 2025.
Okay.
So
all right. So Will, that's your question. And hey, oh my goodness, we got 2 new followers. Can I play my song? I love this. Thank you. I don't think I had this many followers. You got to come back. Wow. Yeah, like I say, I normally get about 1 follower each show, but we done got 3 there. I appreciate it. And I wanted to call their name, Michael Kane and Lisa Marie. Thank you guys for joining and following. We are having a great conversation. Man, we're almost running out of time, and I got so much more here. Well, the question I got to ask is, who is your favorite professional football team?
My favorite professional football team, I actually don't have one.
Uh-oh.
Always get on me because I really don't watch football like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Carolina Panthers because that's my dad's team.
Oh, no, you didn't say that, did you? Carolina Panthers.
But I really don't have a team. I watch players, I watch YouTube. But really, when it's time to watch TV, I'm a Netflix or read a book type of girl.
Okay.
I didn't watch basketball when I played basketball.
What? Well, it's probably better that you didn't, because a lot of those kids are watching them, and they, it really messes them up a little bit. They try to imitate them instead of being themselves. Yeah. So now, like your dad, I don't know if my sister Hope told you, I worked for the Carolina Panthers when they first. Wow. Yeah. So I mean, I used to go. My team used to be the Cowboys, but the owner told me, if I work for him, I'm going to be his team. So I really did switch to the Carolina Panthers. So, and I live in Charlotte, so I love them. So
okay, you got to be a Panthers fan then.
Got to be a Panther fan, definitely, right. So I now also know that you have some other talents here. I'm going to play this other video.
Oh man,
I know you might not know what it is, but I know you got some other talents here. So let me cue this one up, and I can't wait to
I knew exactly what it was. I knew it.
You know exactly what it was. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. So.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna put the flag right. Can you see my love?
Oh man, that's a throwback.
Oh man, that fella hit you there. Now, what gave you the courage to do that? Who put you up to that one?
I don't know. I literally sat here and said, I'm sorry, my dad's cutting grass. I literally sat there and I said, yeah, I want to do it. And then when it was time to do it, I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. But then they called my name. I was so nervous. My hands started sweating just remembering how bad I was nervous then.
Wow.
So, but I'm glad I did it. I mean,
well, I couldn't tell you were nervous. I mean, you was hitting the notes. You put a little soul in there at the end.
I was nervous. I don't know what. I still remember that day. I was so nervous.
I mean, that's multi-talent. You sing, you play basketball, football. What are some of the other things you do that we don't know?
I make T-shirts.
Okay. Well, tell us about that. This is your opportunity. How can people get in contact with you making the T-shirts? And
I guess through social media. I don't really promote it as much as I should right now, especially when I'm in season, because I don't want to have to. I don't want to put too much on my plate, and I have a hard time with turning people away.
Right.
But through social media, you can always let me know what you need, and I'll be able to get it to you. And I also try to post most of my things on social media that I make. What else do I do? I'm a little bit of a jack of all trades. I feel like I can do anything, so I'm a. But
well, that is good. I know when my son was doing the cover, he like, man, he enjoyed that. I tell you, he's an artist guy. He said, man, that's a nice thing. It turned out really well, that banner. It really turned out well. So man, so I'm going to pause here for a second. Tanya Spell said, yes, the best T-shirts. Good job. Now, guys, if you got any questions, please let us know here, because I got tons of questions. So I'll give you a minute to if you have any questions. My computer is starting to slow down there. I might have to switch cameras there. I hope it hangs in there. So any questions, guys? Any questions? We're going to see if they got any questions. If not, I got other questions here.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to wait and see if my friend Will, he normally puts a question here in the chat for us. All right. There you go. He doesn't have anything there. I don't know why my thing is slowing down. It does this. Well, that ain't going to happen because I just ordered a new computer, boy. I'm about to take care of this guy right there. So I mean, not to get personal, do you have any special one in your life there? Too busy, huh? Too busy.
Way too busy. Way too busy.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. I know Will wanted to know. I got to watch out for him. All right, Will, I know that was a question. All right, here's a question coming from Lady Chief. It says, what is your favorite chapter in the book? Thank you for getting us back to the book. She said, what is your favorite chapter of the book? Thank you.
I mean, they all are special to me in their own ways. I think the one that really hits me the hardest is the chapter where I talk about Norfolk State.
Okay.
Because Norfolk State is such a light in my life. I love Norfolk State so much, my alma mater, behold the green and gold. However, it also holds one of the biggest traumas of my life as well. And that was with me losing my losing my place on the team. I didn't lose my scholarship. But my senior year, I wasn't able to play. Most people thought that I wasn't able to play because I was pregnant with my son. However, I got pregnant with my son because I was no longer playing basketball.
Okay.
And but I allowed people to believe that that's why, because I didn't want to have to disclose that I lost my position on the team. Luckily, my coach at that time, she had told me that she was taking my scholarship and I wasn't going to be able to play on her team. And I was going into my senior year, and I was devastated.
Yeah.
And I was devastated for myself, but I was mostly devastated because I had to figure out a way to tell my parents that I no longer had this scholarship. And luckily, I had a good relationship with the athletic director, and basically, I had a good relationship with everybody on the campus, and they were able to figure out what was going on, and I was able to get my scholarship back, even though I didn't get to play my senior year. I also didn't have to pay for my school or anything like that. So I think that's a chapter where I was proud of myself of being able to stand up and say what really happened, like despite it being embarrassing or anything like that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good question. We got another question from Maya. It says, what is one of your most enjoyable memories of ways you've impacted others by being such an amazing, strong woman? Amelia Peacock.
One of my best memories. I have a few memories of being impactful. I would say my most recent one was at my book signing that I had.
Okay.
We were packing up, getting ready to leave, and this family walked in, and there was a event after my book signing. So I was like, oh, they're probably just here for the event afterwards. But then the little girl walked up, and she ran up and hugged me, and she had on this USA jersey, and she had her book for me to sign.
Oh, wow.
And that was just amazing to me. She wanted me to sign her jersey, and she had her mom make the jersey on Amazon to make it look like my USA jersey.
Wow.
And that was super impactful for me because I really got to see that these little girls are going to be the little girls that take women's football into the future. Like, they're going to be the ones that make it so that women's football is as big as the NFL.
Oh,
and
right.
they're going to remember that they met me.
That's
And I
right.
want people to be able to keep them going. And that's probably one of the most impactful things, one of my best memories right now.
Yeah, I mean, and you said it, once you are helping others, that really makes a difference. I mean, that's when you say, hey, and Maya just put hearts all in Amazon. Thank you, Maya. Now we got a question coming from Noodles in the house. That's one of our longtime followers. Nice to see you with us tonight. And my video is going crazy. It says, what is your favorite quote that helps motivate you? That's a good question.
Favorite quote. That is a good question. I can't think of an exact quote that will help motivate me. I have a song that I listen to before every game and before every practice that just gets me in the mood. It's called Ghetto Gods by Earth Gang.
Okay. All right, get in the mood.
It's a little explicit, but it's basically people crazy think that they messing with me. Like, if you're on the same level as me, you crazy.
Right.
Because I'm doing it, and God got my back while I'm doing it.
There you go. So are you one of those ones that can flip the switch when you get the feel it's on?
Yeah, it's definitely a switch that gets flipped. I'm not nice. I talk junk. I do all that stuff. And that's not me on a normal basis. Like, usually, like, if anybody says anything, I'm like, I'm all right. But once I get on the field, it's totally different. Totally different.
Game on.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you were talking about being in season. Talk about that. Is your season over? What's going on with that?
Actually, we are right here at playoffs. I leave on Wednesday to go to Atlanta for the first round of playoffs, and if we win that on Thursday, we'll have a game on Saturday, and if we win that, we'll be going to the championship in Texas.
All right. Wow. We wish you well, everybody. We're going to wish her well, that you do well in the playoffs. Have you so you've played these teams before?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
we have to play. We actually just lost to them about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It's a big game.
Oh yeah, that's a good game. So I mean, you probably got the advantage because now you can know what corrections to make and things like that. Yeah.
A lot of film to see
Yeah.
what they were doing, where we messed up. And actually, this is my first game back. I've been out since the second game of the season because I broke my finger.
Okay.
So I broke my finger in my first game. I tried to play through it in the second game, and at halftime, I decided that I couldn't
Right.
keep.
There you go.
I set out, but my doctor just cleared me to be able to play in Atlanta, so I'm excited about that.
Oh man, that's going to be exciting when you get back. Especially, they always say when a player comes back from injury, they're much better because you really know what you missed. You know, you missed being out there on the field, and you kind of was probably learning stuff, looking at tapes, and still staying with it. I know a lot of people that come back from injury really step it up.
Yeah.
All right, we got a long question here. Let me see if I can read this one from Lisa Marie. It says, what is some of the adversity that you've experienced along the way, and what advice would you give to other young ladies traveling down the same path you have traveled on? Good question.
I've experienced a lot of adversity to the point where I was just like, why does God keep putting me through these tests? Like, why does every door I go through, someone there trying to push me back? My advice would be just to keep pushing. If you know and if you feel that you're in the position where you're supposed to be at, no matter what anybody has to say, keep doing what you're doing.
That's right.
Follow your goals and make sure that you're putting. I want to say definitely put you first, not in a way that's selfish, but in a way that you understand that you still have to fill your cup in order to be available for anybody else.
That's it. Boy,
So
that's
if you're
good.
unhappy, you're not feeling anything but unhappiness or toxicity. But yeah, that's would definitely be my advice. Definitely fill your cup.
That's right.
And then that way you can give to others.
Yeah, I mean that reminds me of Psalms 23. I think everyone in the world knows it. It says, I've never understood what it meant when it said, "My cup runneth over." And you hit it on the nail. You look, if your cup ain't full, you ain't gonna be able to help nobody else. I'm like, why is the God making your cup run over? That don't make any sense. But man, let me tell you, it makes all the sense in the world. You can't help nobody else until you help yourself. That's so true.
Exactly.
That is so true. And then Lisa Marie said, "Amen. Thank you." Oh yeah, I agree with that. That was a good thing there. So man, this has been a great interview. Let me see here. I had a good question. So we did the song there. That was good. You wouldn't tell me your favorite team. Now, all right. Now, who is your favorite player? You said you watch players. Who is your favorite player of all time? Not just recent. Of all time.
Of all time it has to be Aaron Donald. He's one of the only players that I've watched consistently, like that I've studied what he does, what does he eat, what does he work out, like what does he do? Like, how can I make my life look like Aaron Donald's life, but on a budget? Like so he's it. Man. And it's not just all about how he plays, but it's his presence and everything. And like he's really a leader out there. He really is the type of person that gets people going. Like he holds that torch and everybody follows him, and that's the type of presence that I want to have on my team. So
wow. Well, tell us, like I say, when I was reading your bio there about the all girls football league, can you tell us about that?
Yep. So the 757 Galaxy is something that I put together to try to bring girls football to the area. My main thing about football is that I want to really make a difference and leave a mark. And I want to help push women's football forward. And I sat here for a while and I'm wondering, what can I do personally to help push women's football forward? And when I sat and thought about it, the main thing that kept coming back to me was getting the girls involved. If we start the girls younger, that makes them better players when they get to my age or when they turn 18, when they're able to join the league and everything, because that's what the guys do. How can we make it so that we look just like how the guys look? Because like right now, we have a lot of athletes in women's football, but we don't have a lot of women who know football.
Right.
Like the boys would at our age, you know, and we're not as sharp or as what's the word? Like we just don't look the same as the guys because we don't have the same training that they have. A lot of them are 4 or 5 years old. And like me, I started at 27. So I feel like getting the girls involved was the biggest thing. And after coaching with the Nasdaq Suffolk Saints, I decided, like, why can't we make a space for the girls?
Right.
That's for the girls. And I was able to make 757 Galaxy. Right now, we're still in the building stages of getting the girls involved because we have to convince them and their parents that it's okay, it's a good thing. Like, let's do this. But I'm having a lot of help from the community. A lot of people reaching out to try to help. A lot of coaches in the area for the high school, middle schools that are reaching out to try to help. So I see us maybe in 2024 having a full league full of girls.
Oh wow, that is good. Now, have you did any like speaking around at schools, making them aware of it?
So I was able to speak at Lakeland High School. It was mostly for the boys football, but I also got to speak to the girls basketball team, and then they have a few girls on their football team. I had my camp at Norfolk State where I had about 30 girls come out there between the ages of 4 and 18. I was just at Bayside Middle School where I didn't get a chance to talk to the kids yet, but I was able to talk to their athletic director to get some things going. And since school is about to end, I'm trying to coordinate some community events just to get girls out and get them knowing that this is what we're doing and you guys can come on out.
Oh man, that's good. Somebody asked, how much is the book? Mike replied $7.99. Is that right?
Yep. On Amazon.
All right. Speaking of the book, guys, we are going to give one away here tonight. I want to figure out how I'm going to do this here. We normally do a duck race. I'm trying to figure out if I got time to queue this up because I know we're getting late here. Let me see here. Oh man, should I do this duck race? I need an easier way to give this away. Let me see here. I'm just gonna pick a number from. Okay, let me see how many people we got here. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Everybody who's in the chat, Facebook or Amazon, type a number 1 to 20. All right, I'm gonna give you a minute. Type a number 1 through 20, and I'm gonna monitor it here. So here's your chance. Everybody, if you want to win this book, 1 through 20. And the one that comes closest without going over, I sound like a game show host. 1 through 20, since we got about 14 people on. All right, you guys I'm going to give you one more minute. You better hurry up. You got one more minute, and then we are going to pick a winner. So that's good. Nobody's picked. Okay, we got 2 duplicate numbers, Maya and Lady Chief. One of you guys might want to change or stay with it. I'll figure out what we're going to do if you win. All right, here you go. All right, guys, I'm going to do the countdown here. Oh, there you go. I like what Maya said. Yeah, I agree. You put it first. So, yeah, the second person changed the number. Maya's on the ball there. There you go. There you go. Uh-oh, hold on.
Yeah, the dog. You still muted.
Yeah, I had to mute myself because he was going cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. All right, guys, we are ready. So, LaQuisha, look at it. My dog just jumped and hurt himself. He's going crazy. I'm going to have you pick a number from 1 through 20.
7.
7. All right, let's see. Man, that's a lucky number. I can't believe nobody put 7. So the closest to 7 without going over is Noodles. Noodles won. Hey, Noodles won. Congratulations. Noodles wins the prize. Well, man, it has been a great time. I know I don't want to hold your time. My camera is flaking out on me, but that's not going to happen again. I would love to have you back when you finish your playoffs and won the championship. We would love to have you back. But guys, please click on the book. We have a couple of clicks on the book. And Noodles, we will get that book out to you. Noodles, you need to email us live@computerpile.live. Live@computerpile.live. So down at the bottom, we have where you can contact her. What are some other ways they can contact you? I got Facebook there. What are some other ways?
I have my Instagram. I have one of my Instagrams is just Hollywood92.
Okay, Hollywood92 on Instagram, guys.
Yep. And then I have LinkedIn, also just my first and last name. What else we have? My email, you can email me at HollywoodLeonardFoundation@gmail.com. And yep.
All right. Well, we're going to give you the last word. I'm going to put you full screen here, but just tell us whatever you want us to know. What your legacy. What would you like your legacy to be? People to remember you by.
I would like people to remember me by just being a true pioneer in women's tackle football. I want people to remember that how much I reached out to the community, and I want little girls and little boys to remember how much I helped them to reach their goals. So that's what I would want my legacy to be.
All right, well spoken, and you're looking sharp tonight. I tell you, good to see you. I mean, all fritzy up. You wouldn't think of
me to shout out that she's my makeup artist.
I mean, I like, man, when you came on. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were gonna be a little rough, but I'm like, whoa, man,
my name is Hollywood. Come on now.
Yeah, Hollywood. You got to make it shine there. Well, it has been a blessing, and I really appreciate my sister Hope for linking us up here. And it has been a pleasure. And like I say, I would love to have you back when I get my technical stuff worked out. It'll be a little bit better. We'll have so much better. So we'll work that out.
Definitely, anytime.
So we appreciate you for joining, and I'll let you go. And I'm going to close out here. Guys, once again, that was Quineshia Hollywood Leonard. Make sure you look her out. Congratulations to Noodle for winning her book. We will definitely get that to you. And guys, once again, it has been a blessing. And as we always say, love God and love one another.